Good morning, dear students. I am Ms. Vandana Pai. In today's lecture of the subject Global Finance, we will be discussing the content International Business Activities. Okay. In the last lecture, we have gone through international business. Okay. We have started unit number 1, in which we have discussed the meaning and characteristics of international business. Okay. Now, in today's lecture, we will be discussing those activities, those business activities, or those activities which are conducted at international levels, okay, through which you can successfully run international business. Okay. So prior to actually starting the international business activities, okay, let's revise what we have studied into last lecture. Okay, in the last lecture we had studied what is international business. Okay, what is international business? Yes, as we all know, the world has become a global village. Okay, business has expanded and is no longer restricted to physical boundaries of a country. Even countries which were self-reliant, they are now depending upon others for procurement of goods and services. Okay, they are also ready to supply the goods and services to developing countries. Okay, there is a change from self-reliance to dependence. Okay, means nowadays what these countries they do, or what the countries they are doing, okay, many of the things they are imported from other countries. Okay, for example, some of the parts they might be outsourced, okay, or some of the inputs they might be imported from other countries, and based on that import itself, the manufacturing activity into the home country might happen. Okay, so nowadays the countries they are dependent on other countries for such type of inputs or such type of raw materials or goods and services. Okay, now due to globalization itself and the new modes of telecommunication and infrastructure facilities, okay, fast growing transportation, okay, it has brought the countries closer to each other. Besides development in technology, infrastructure and communication, okay, due to the efforts of World Trade Organization, okay, and the reforms carried out by the governments of different countries, okay, due to this, for commercial interactions, some of the countries they have come together, or all the countries they have come together. Okay, India is one of the part of such type of international agreements and businesses. Okay, now what is international business? International business refers to those business activities that take place beyond the geographical limits of a country. Okay, what is international business? Yes, the business or the business activities that take place across the nation's boundary or beyond the geographical limits of a country. Okay, it is treated as international business. Okay, what it involves? Yes, it involves not only the international movements of goods and services, but it includes, okay, movement of capital, personnel, technology, and also the intellectual property. Okay, so international business, it refers to all those activities which take place beyond the limits of a country, geographical limits of a country. Okay, it involves, yes, it involves international movements, okay, international movements of goods and services, as well as capital, personnel, technology, and all other things which can be transported, which can be moved to other places. Okay, international business consists of transactions that are devised and carried out across national borders to satisfy the objective of the individuals, companies, and organization. Okay, these transactions take on various forms which are often interrelated. Okay, so whenever we consider international business, okay, the commercial activities, they are carried across the nation's boundaries, that is cross national frontiers. Okay, thus it involves not only international movement of only goods and services, but other things also which can be moved easily through the boundaries of the country, throughout the boundaries of the country. Okay, now in the last lecture itself, okay, we had classified such type of international trade into three parts, that is export trade, import trade, and intraport trade. Okay, export trade, what is it? Yes, it is selling of goods and services to foreign countries. Okay, what is import trade then? Yes, exactly opposite. It is buying goods and services from other countries. Okay, now what is intraport trade? Okay, it is import of goods and services for re-export purposes. Okay, means we import some of the goods, and what we do is such goods, they are re-exported to other countries. Okay, these three activities, they are conducted into international business. Okay, now international business involves export and imports of goods, right? Okay, it also includes invisible trade. Okay, for example, it includes tourism, transportation, communication, banking, warehousing, distribution, and advertising. Okay, it also includes foreign investments, okay, foreign direct investments and all. Okay, it is possible when there are transactions across different countries. Okay, every country has its own different currency. Okay, and due to this, they might face a problem of exchange of currency. Yes, even they are supposed to follow some of the legal obligations. Okay, whenever we do international business, yes, we are required to study the laws which are prevailing into the country where we will be exporting our goods, or from where we will be importing the goods. Okay, so we should always care about the legal obligations prevailing into that country. Okay, then there is a high degree of risk. Yes, because fluctuations into the currency prices, or okay, whenever we consider the currency or the difference between, okay, exchange rate, is it, for example, whenever if we do any transaction with USA, okay, what is their currency? Their currency is US dollars, right? Okay, now whenever we will enter into international business with that country, okay, we should always be caring about, okay, exchange rate. Okay, means what our currency stands for, okay, or whether it will incur or it will make us to earn profit, or we will suffer some of the losses. Okay, this all things, or the fluctuations into exchange rate also badly affects the international business. Then we are required to clear some of the formalities. Yes, documentation, heavy documentation we are required to carry. Then it is quite a time consuming process, and you need to have direct and personal contact with both the importer and exporter. Okay, so this was all about international business and the meaning and characteristics of international business. So whenever international business, this phrase is uttered, okay, what is international business? International business refers to any business activity which is conducted across the nation's boundary. Okay, there are a number of ways in internationalizing the business. Okay, business can choose among these 5 basic activities to start international business. Okay, what are the international business activities? Means what are the means through which you can enter into international business. Okay, merely international business means, yes, business activities which are conducted across the nation boundaries. Okay, whenever you leave the nation boundaries and you enter into boundaries of other countries, geographical boundaries of other countries, and you do business, you do carry your business in that particular country or many other countries. Okay, that activity itself is termed as, okay, or the work which you do, it is included into international business. Okay, now you can use 5 activities through which you can enter into international business. Which are these 5 activities? Yes, importing and exporting, licensing, franchising, strategic partnership and joint ventures, and foreign direct investment. Okay, these are the 5 activities through which you can go international. Okay, first one is importing and exporting. Okay, import, export, or importing and exporting. Okay, what is this activity? Yes, what is import and what is export? Okay, yes, these are the two terminologies which usually we do utter, right? Okay, import means a good or service is brought into one's country from another's country. Okay, so what is import? Import is, okay, whenever you do purchase or bring goods or services into our country from other country, okay, that activity is included in import. Okay, now what is export? Exactly opposite, or we can term it as antonym of the term import. Okay, a good or service produced in our country, okay, when we market it into other country, it is called as export. Okay, so see, merely in simple terms, what is import? Import means bringing goods into your country. Okay, and what is export? Export means sending your goods outside the country. Okay, whenever you bring something into the country, it is import. Whenever you send something out of the country, okay, it is included in export. Bringing inside is import. Okay, sending outside is export. Okay, so import export is the most fundamental and the largest international business activity. Okay, and it is often the first choice when the business decide to expand abroad, as it is the easiest way to enter the market with a small outlay of capital. Okay, now what we are expected to do in import export? Okay, why it is a international business activity? Yes, it is the simplest way, it is most simplest way or easiest way through which you can enter into another country's boundary. Okay, what you can do is excessive goods you can send outside the country's boundary. You can sell those goods in other countries. Okay, through that, through this activity itself, you can earn lot. Okay, you can earn good amount of profit. Okay, if you think that yes, you are successful at local level, you are successful at state level and national level also, then what you can do is you can go international. Okay, you can sell few of your goods, you can send few of your goods in other countries. Okay, and through that also you can become successful, you can, okay, achieve profit maximization. Or the second option, importing. Okay, if some of the goods, some of the technologies, or some of the essentials, they are not easily found into our country. Okay, what we can do is we can switch over towards importing. Importing means bringing something inside our country's boundary. Okay, usually the technology, okay, usually the developed countries, they have advanced technology. Okay, and that advanced technology, we can do purchase those technologies and we can apply the technology into our organization. Why to do this? Yes, by adopting advanced and modern technology, you can do produce good quality of goods, and through that itself you can become successful. This can happen. So okay, overall the first activity through which you can enter into international business itself is importing and exporting. Okay, importing means bringing something inside, exporting is okay, sending something outside. Okay, then second thing is licensing. What is licensing? Yes, what is license? Yes, license means just a permission, okay, or an arrangement through which you can do that concern activity, right? Now let's see what is licensing here into international business. Licensing is one of the other way to expand the business internationally. Yes, okay, what licensing is? Licensing is the arrangement between a firm called licensor, okay, who allows another one to use its intellectual property such as brand name, copyright, patent, technology, trademark, and so on for a specific period of time. The licensor gets benefit in terms of loyalty. The company may choose to sell the products under the licensing when the domestic production costs are too high, strict government regulations, or the company wants to sell and produce standardized products everywhere. Yes, what is licensing? Yes, licensing means it is an arrangement, okay, between firms, okay, two firms, okay, situated in different countries, okay. The licensor means who is the owner of, okay, who is the owner of such type of property, intellectual property, who has certain brand name, who has patent, who has certain technology or trademark. Okay, this person, licensor, is it, or that firm, okay, who has certain copyright, brand name and all, okay, who has different technology. What this licensor does? Yes, licensor allows other firm, okay, other firm in the sense the firm from other country to use their brand name, copyright, patent, technology, trademark, okay, such type of intellectual property for a specific period. Yes, now why they allow these people to use their copyrights and such type of intellectual property? Yes, they get royalty, they get income through that. Okay, means the licensee means a person who is allowed to use such type of intellectual property. Okay, that licensee pays a fixed fund or funds to the licensor, that is called as royalty. Okay, now the company, that is a licensee, okay, what this licensee does? Yes, they market the products, they utilize the brand, they utilize the intellectual property of the licensor, and through that they produce standardized product, okay, and through that they do generate their goodwill into the market. Okay, so for a specific duration, for a specific time period, the licensor who possesses some difference, okay, they allow the licensee or the firm situated in another country to use their trademarks, their brand, their technology and all, okay, through which they permit that person, that licensee or that firm to do production activity, okay, to introduce their products in the market, okay, and earn good amount of reputation. Okay, for this activity they do charge royalty, that is the fixed fee or fund for such type of activity. So through licensing also you can go international, you can carry international business. Okay, this is the second activity through which you can enter into international business. Okay, third activity, franchising. Okay, franchising closely related to licensing. Okay, what is franchising? Franchising is closely related to licensing. Okay, now what is franchising? Franchising is a parent company which gives a right to another company to do business using franchisor's name and products in a prescribed manner. Okay, franchising is different from the licensing in terms of franchisees have to follow much stricter guidelines. Moreover, licensing is more about manufacturers, while franchising is more popular with restaurants, hotels, and rental services. Okay, for example, McDonald's, KFC, Pizza Huts, and so on. Okay, now whenever we consider franchising, yes, it is related to licensing, it is closely related to licensing, but there is a bit difference between these two terminologies or these two activities. Okay, in franchising what is done? Yes, the parent institute or the parent company, it gives the right to another company to use their name, and through that name itself, okay, through that name itself, that company operates. Okay, now whenever we consider franchising, at the time, okay, the franchisor is it, and the franchisee, okay, these are the two parties which are related to the activity of franchising. Okay, franchisor, who is franchisor? Yes, franchisor means the originator. Okay, the originator or the company who is allowing the other person to use their name. Okay, and who is franchisee? Franchisee is the person means artificial person. Here it is the company who follows the guidelines or who uses the name of the parent institute, okay, or the parent company. Okay, now this franchisor, the first person, the parent institute or the parent company, it issues certain guidelines. Okay, it issues certain guidelines. Okay, what is that guidelines? Okay, do's and don'ts or the code of conduct, they are issued by the franchisor, and these are to be strictly followed by the franchisees. Okay, now what franchisee does? Yes, franchisee uses the brand name, as well as, okay, if it is a restaurant, if it is a hotel, or even it is a Pizza Hut and all. Okay, right from the taste, right from the texture, right from the size, shape of the product. Okay, as like the franchisor, they do produce the products. Okay, and whenever we consider licensing, in licensing usually more focus is on manufacturers. Okay, but in franchisee they might be popular in food industry. Okay, they use their brand name, they use their, okay, also some of the franchises, they do provides ingredients and all. Okay, they don't reveal secrecy. Okay, some of the secrets they are not revealed. For example, some of the bakeries or biscuit companies. Okay, what they do offer franchising. Okay, they do offer franchising to some of the local bakeries or local companies who produce biscuits on their behalf. Okay, some of these companies, what they do, okay, they do provide dough also. Okay, dough and all those ingredients. Okay, they don't expose the procedure. Okay, they don't expose the procedure of preparing that dough. Only they do train or they do provide equipments to these companies through which they can produce the products alike the original product. Okay, why they don't reveal the secrecy? Yes, okay, because the franchisee, they might produce the same kind of product with different title and can become successful. So for that, some of the trade secrets, they are maintained. Okay, so overall, what is franchising? Franchising means just the parent company, it gives right to another company to work on their behalf, to use their brand name or their name and product, okay, in prescribed manner and get success. Is it? Then another activity, strategic partnership and joint ventures. Okay, what are these two activities? Let's see. Strategic partnership and joint venture. What is strategic partnership all about? Strategic partnership or alliance is a positive aspect of the cooperation of two or more companies in different countries. Okay, this two or more companies in different countries, they are joined together for a mutual gain. Okay, while a joint venture is a special type of strategic alliance where the partners across the globe collectively found company to produce goods and services. The cooperation between the companies allow them to share the production cost, technologies, development and sales networks. The resources will be pooled for mutual advantages and put the companies in win-win situation. Okay, now what is the strategic partnership and what is the joint venture? Yes, two or more companies, what they do? Yes, they do come together. Okay, they join together. Okay, they follow the principle of cooperation. Okay, they work jointly in that way that they will have mutual gain or mutual benefit. Okay, as like joint venture. Okay, in joint venture, what is done? Okay, two or more companies or two or more firms, okay, across the globe, what they do? They jointly work on a project. Okay, for a time bound, for a time period. What they do? They come together. Okay, they complete the work assigned to them. They complete the project, and after completion of that project, yes, after they gain their part of profit, okay, after they gain mutual gain or whatsoever for which they have come together, or the mutual advantages, okay, what they do is they can continue the venture, or what they can do is they can break the venture. Okay, or they can break the contract. Okay, so strategic partnership, what happens in strategic partnership and joint ventures? Yes, two or more companies, they come together, they work on certain projects or they work on certain tasks. Okay, after completion of the task, they do earn profits, they do earn gains. Okay, they can continue it or they can discontinue it. Okay, through that also, okay, across the globe, those firms and those companies or those people, what they do is they come together and they can have international business. Okay, why it is included in international business? Yes, because across the world those people or those firms or those partners, they have come together for the specific task completion. Okay, for accomplishing the specific task. Okay, then foreign direct investment commonly known by its abbreviation FDI. Okay, what is it? Yes, foreign direct investment means, yes, some of the foreign companies, okay, or some of the companies, they do physical investment such as into building and other facilities in foreign countries. Okay, and act as a domestic business with full scale of activity. Okay, the companies, they do practice foreign direct investment to get benefits from cheaper labor cost, tax exemptions and other privileges in that foreign country. The host country will get benefits by introduction of new products, services, technologies and managerial skills. Also, FDI helps facilitate progressive internal policy reforms to the host country and enhance the economic situation. For example, okay, what is done into foreign direct investment? Okay, one of the company, they do physical investment into buildings and other facilities in foreign country. Okay, or one of the company which is located in foreign country, what these investors do? Yes, these investors, they do investment into some of the companies. Okay, why such type of investment is done? Yes, to earn maximum benefits. Okay, some of the foreign companies, they do investment into our companies. Okay, they share their technological knowledge. Okay, they share their products, their technologies and services. Okay, and earn maximum benefits through it. Okay, such type of activity, it is included in foreign direct investment. So these are the 5 activities through which you can conduct international business. Okay, with this we conclude today's lecture. Thank you.